Alrighty. Hey, hi, hello. So this is just to demonstrate the root of a problem that we have mentioned to one another, and to reiterate the solution I had brought to your attention a week and a half ago, and show how it could solve our problem. So yeah, around the 21st, 22nd, or 23rd, week and a half, I had mentioned to you that I would appreciate for you to not like put trash on top of trash that is above the rim of the trash bin. When your contents start to get to that certain point, just push it down into the trash so it won't be up in the air. Let's see, we said okay, we went our separate ways. A few days later, I was cooking in the kitchen and I did notice that it was getting overflowing again. But of course, I don't expect anybody to immediately change a habit that they've had for quite a while. I also brought to your attention at that time that I been wanting to bring this up for quite a while. So fair enough that you don't get it immediately. While I was cooking, you came out, and so I took the time to, in a way, I suppose, do an indirect reminder by taking it, out of its area, pushing it down, and then putting it back because it still had more room. Yeah, no talk really, just went our separate ways. So a few days after that, I've noticed, it's still just getting to a certain point that, it's kind of on the brim now. And so I said, I'll go ahead and just use a different bag for my trash. And granted, that's the one that I was leaving under the sink. I didn't realize it caused a ridge problem that you mentioned. So that's the source of why, and I'm sorry for doing that. As you can see, I have a reason as to why I started doing that. So anyway, yesterday, I had noticed that the trash had gotten up to a point that was beyond any height it's ever gotten ever before. And again, it's funny how it's gotten like that after I've brought it to your attention. Now granted, it could be because I always just go ahead and just push it down, and don't allow it to get to that kind of point anyway. But after the note thing, I think it's best to show why flies come and things like that. Okay, so let's take a look at what is part of this heap that's in the air and outside of the trash can. Because that's what attracts flies, really. Especially when it's food that is above the bin. Okay. Go ahead with this here. Let's see. Just scraping it down, don't worry. Well, I need my broom. Don't know where that went, but I'll clean up. So all this weirdly above the trash with contents. This one I did use to push it, right? This is yours. All right. I don't know if you were able to see what I pushed in here, but I assure you, this is food and not mine. That doesn't need to be up in the air. That causes flies. And it's funny because yesterday, as I was cooking, I was going to go ahead and push it down and at least, get it out of the trash. But when I noticed how high it was, I was like, this is absurd. And I brought it out of its area to see if you would just push it down. If it's in front of your face, will you just push it down? And when I come back home later that day, it's actually even higher to an absurd degree. So don't do that, please, because seriously, food being piled up like that is what causes flies. So please take it out when you can. And again, that's another thing I want to bring up. And if you can't, same deal sometimes. So that's why we have this area where after you at least tie it up and replace, the bag, you can put it in the corner there, until one of us is ready to go all the way to the trash can. Yeah, and that also prevents the fly issue. So I agree. Please take out the trash whenever you can, or put it in the corner. Just don't pile trash on top of trash above the rim, because it's causing a fly infestation and it's getting gross. Thanks. Same to y'all.